Jets Nation? Welcome to Straight 100 Jets. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Also, liking and sharing the content definitely helps the algorithm and gets me in front of more faces that way. So, any one of those three would be greatly appreciated. I mentioned in a past video how much I've hated mock drafts from the so-called experts. So I thought it would be a good time right now to do a mock draft of my own to show you how I think things will go. If you have any disagreements, I'd love to hear them in the comments. So let's just get started. So Jacksonville is picking first, and they of course they could go with edge, but to me the biggest need they have is protecting Trevor Lawrence, and they weren't able to do that last year, and they need to get a stalwart left tackle. So my pick is going to be Evan Neal, the offensive tackle from Alabama. So, and the next pick, it should be fairly easy. Should be Aiden Hutchinson, the hometown kid from Michigan. And here's the wild card here is that the Texans could go a number of different ways. They have so many holes, it's ridiculous. But I definitely think they gave up the most 20-yard receptions of any team in the NFL last year, and I think they're going to address that need by getting safety, and that will be Kyle Hamilton, which will make the Jets pick very easy because the Jets definitely need an edge rusher most of all, and we get the best edge rusher available, which is Kayvon Thibodeau. To the Giants, which they definitely need an offensive tackle. I will go with the best one available in Akeem Aquanu. And now to Carolina. Um, they have a bunch of different needs, but to me, Sam Darnold at quarterback doesn't cut it, and we saw that last year. So I think they're going to take quarterback, and they're going to take Malik Willis at number 6. And now back to the Giants. Um, they could definitely go edge here. I mean, that's definitely a need there, but I think having a number one corner, especially in the Wink Martindale system, is paramount. So I'm gonna take Ahmad Gardner at number 7, which leads to the Falcons, who definitely have holes at edge and wide receiver. For me, it's between Trayvon Walker and Garrett Wilson. I'm going to take Walker because to me that's a bigger need that they have there. Now to Seattle. And they definitely need offensive line help. And I think the best one available is Charles Cross from Mississippi State. And to the Jets, which lines up perfectly. This would be my dream draft for 4 and 10. We get Kayvon Thibodeau at 4, and we get Garrett Wilson, the best receiver out there, at number 10. So that makes too much sense there. So I would be extremely happy if that came down come draft night. So, and now we have the Washington Commanders. Um, Definitely need receiver help, so I'm going with Jameson Williams, excuse me, at number 11. And now to the Vikings, who could go a bunch of different ways also, but I'm going to go with Derek Stingley. They definitely need quarterback help, so I'm going to go Stingley there. And now back to The Texans, which need edge help, and I'm going to go draft Jermaine Johnson. Now, interior defensive line is the biggest need for Baltimore, so I'm going to go with Jordan Davis from Georgia. And now the first of three picks in the first round for Philly. And have a whole bunch of needs everywhere. But to me, the biggest one is that cornerback, so they'll take the best one available, which is Andrew Booth. And then next pick, I'm gonna pick Drake London, the receiver from USC. I think that's about where he belongs, is somewhere in the 15 to 20 range. So that's going to be my pick there. And now to the Los Angeles Chargers, who definitely need offensive line help to protect Justin Herbert. So I'm going to go with Trevor Penny. All right. And now we go to the Saints, which could go a bunch of ways, but I think receiver is their biggest need, so I'm going to go with Chris Olave, the other receiver from Ohio State. And now back to the Eagles. So, and they're lucky that George Karlaftis fall this far. If it does happen, they would be pretty fortunate to get Karlaftis at 19. So, all right, now to the Steelers. Now Ben Roethlisberger just retired. Could go quarterback, but I think they still have to patch up some offensive line help. So I'm gonna go with Tyler Lindenbaum at number 20. And now to the Patriots. Um, Definitely need cornerback help, so I'm gonna go with Trent McDuffie out of Washington. And now to the Green Bay Packers. Um, Definitely have a need for receiver now that Devontae Adams left town to go to Las Vegas. So best one available, in my opinion, is Treylon Burks. So I'm going to take him at 22. And now to the Cardinals. Cardinals could go a bunch of different ways, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go with Khair Alam from Florida, another defensive back there. And now the Choke Boys at 24. So they could go a bunch of different ways, but their biggest needs are right here. There's not many available, but I'm gonna go with David Ajabo, excuse me, because that's a big need right now. So, and now the Buffalo Bills. So they definitely need interior offensive line help. So I'm gonna go with either Kenyon Green or Zion Johnson. I'm gonna go with Zion. And now Tennessee, I'm going to pick Devin Lloyd out of Utah at 26. And now to Tampa Bay. which I could see here going a bunch of different ways, but I'm going to go with Kenyon Green. Make sure they get more offensive line help for Mr. Brady. And now Green Bay is picking again at 28. And let's see who's available here. All right. Out of everybody here, I'm going to take Perion Winfrey, excuse me. Definitely need interior defensive line help. And now to Kansas City. I think the pick is easy. I'm going to go Jahan Dotson. And we're picking again at 30. So I'm going to go with Dean because they definitely need defense help. And to the Bengals, the Super Bowl runner-up, they definitely need a ton of offensive line help. So the best one available would be out of here would be Tyler Smith. Actually, now that they lost CJ to the Jets, I see them going tight end here, and Trey McBride at 31. And now to the Lions again. And the best safety out there is Daxton Hill, so that's where I'm going, and that's it. So here's my picks right now. So let me know what you think in the comments. What would be the best picks for your team? I would love to hear your comments, and as always, go Jets and have a wonderful day.